facts. Hey, know you can kill that. We the ones bringing the skill back. Know you can feel that. Know you been waiting on someone to bring you the real back. Party time, excellent. Turn it up, we turn to up. Never late, don't mistake us for no other bushes. Yo.
All right.
Let's get it. Let's go. Let's go.
What up, though? First of the party nation, it's your motherfucking boy. First of the party breeze.
It's the deal. It's your boy Lex, man. We off a good weekend, man. A real good weekend. Pistons snapped they losing streak, and the Lions got another dub, man.
And the Red Wings got a dub too, man. So it was just dubs across the board for us out here.
Yes.
Let's talk about that Lions dub, man. How you feeling?
Man, that Lions dub, man, it'll change. It could change your perspective on a lot of things. Jared Goff being one of them. Do you draft a quarterback or do you ride with Goff? You got to see what he did without Swift and Hockenson. You see the connection he got with Reynolds. Remember the connection he had with Cephas before he went down. And look at the rookie Amon-Ra St. Brown, man. Look at them boys, dog. And they making plays. Man. What about Craig? Come on, Craig. Craig Reynolds, the running back, man. What's
Craig
up?
was balling out, dog. My dog Craig got 112 yards, man, 26 attempts. Looking at like 4.3 yards of carries. That's great. And I feel like the Lions definitely, man, need to keep pounding that rock. To answer your question, I said it in a couple episodes before. I'm going to say it here again. I do not think we need to draft a quarterback, especially this draft. Yes, build your team up. Build the team up where we got holes at. And then bring in a quarterback if we need to take us over the top. I would rather be one quarterback away than be multiple positions away. You see what I'm saying? Build the team. Build the team. But I want to say that performance against the Cardinals, we was dominant on both sides of the ball. It wasn't just offense, it wasn't just defense. We dominated on both sides of the ball. And I think it might be a blueprint out right now on how to beat Kyler Murray, how to take away his explosiveness. And then it doesn't help that his number one receiver out too. So the Pistons followed that. The Lions followed that game plan to a T. And I give them all the credit. I don't want to hear no excuses about the other side. The Lions went out there and they took that win. And I want to make sure everybody give them their credit for that. That was a different Lions game. That Lions game did not feel like a normal Lions game. Gus Johnson was out there commentating. The energy in the building was different. Like, that wasn't the regular Lions that I've been watching for years. That was something different, you know? And I hope that we can continue to see. I hope that's what the future looks like.
I mean, if you go, if say, for instance, they win out and it's in a good fashion, you know what that do? You know what I'm saying, going forward, especially with everybody in the city, it gives you confidence in Dan Campbell as the head coach. It makes you feel like, all right, with all this money coming in, and we're gonna have multiple draft picks, whether you pick him first or second or third or whatever. How hard they playing now with being depleted with talent? Imagine when you get more talent coming in here, what he gonna be able to pull off and do. So, hey, man, I hope they keep it going, man. I love to see Jared Goff continuing his stretch. I love to see Josh Reynolds doing his thing and Amon-Ra St. Brown as well. Because when Hockenson get back next year and Big Frank Ragnow, we off to the races. DeAndre Swift will be back. And a crowded running back room is a good problem to have if you ask me.
And let me tell you, too, Goff was hot this game. Hot. The play that he made before the half, the throw that he made before the half, he hit Josh Reynolds in between the corner and the safety. I want to say that's an NFL quarterback. That's an NFL quarterback. That's an NFL throw. If you watch that throw and how it all broke down, he put it on the money. And I also want to point to last week, I was always talking about Jared Goff need play action. He need play action. That passes are pure straight drop back. No play action, no funniness. And we was being very aggressive before half. I really liked that play specifically because that reminded me of the Super Bowl Jared Goff. That reminded me of the Jared Goff in Los Angeles that everybody was talking about, you know, at that time. You always talk about how he was highly regarded at one point in his career. That particular throw brought me back to like, oh, yeah, he got a little something with that.
Yeah.
And I like the coaching staff, Dan Campbell, being aggressive before half. And in the first quarter, onside kick this mug. You know what I'm saying? I was liking it, bro. We don't have anything to lose. Let's go out here and really fight, you know?
Hey, I think you have to learn how to play to win and not play to lose. Play not to lose.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And I think that's what he's doing. He's giving his team every opportunity they can to get the dub. You seen what he did against the Rams, how he kept the team in the game with onside kicks and fake punts and things of that nature. So I love the aggressiveness. I'm just hoping that as the team keeps developing and evolving, I hope that Dan Campbell keeps developing and evolving
Most
as a
definitely.
coach,
Most,
as a
most
play caller,
definitely.
because he's been calling the plays lately, and you can see his game evolving as a play caller. You can
Hmm.
see, hopefully, he gets to learn when to be aggressive and not just always being aggressive, because
Most
that's what hurt
definitely.
Schwartz. You know what I'm saying? So hopefully Campbell can say, okay, this works. So this is a good time to do it. He gets a good feel for the game or whatever.
Right.
And I think he'll be perfect because he got the nice all-star coaching staff around him. So I love
Yeah.
it, bro. I
And I
really
want to
love what
share
I'm
some
seeing.
love to the defense. Like I said earlier in one of my points,
Yes,
that it was a
sir.
dominant performance on both sides of the ball. So we talked about the offense, Craig Reynolds, Amon St. Brown, Josh Reynolds. And another thing too, Amon St. Brown, 8 receptions, 90 yards, a tug. Josh Reynolds, 6 receptions, 68 yards, a tug. That's good production on offense. You know, Craig Reynolds over 100 yards. But that defense, man, starting with Corey Harris, bro. He was
Charles
all over the
Harris. Yeah.
field, bro. Charles Harris, my fault. 12 tackles and 1.5 sacks, bro. Like, come on, man. And then a Warrior, bro, with probably the pick of the year, in my opinion, Brody. That's pick of the year right now. I ain't seen a
Hey,
better play in the league this year. That was
second in the
crazy.
league in picks, man. Second, what he got? 6 picks?
He got 6 picks right now. He leading the
Man,
team, and I think he's second or third in the NFL right now. So
not getting enough credit. You know what I'm saying? They're not talking about that. They're not, like you said, Charles Harris, man. Everybody was saying, why did we sign him this offseason? It was a minimum deal, but dog is, hey, Dan Campbell getting the most out of him. I think he got 6, 7 sacks this year, career high. Like he getting after the quarterback, he making the most out of his time. So that's a player that you can look forward to next year when you say we need a pass rusher. Say we do get an Aiden Hutchinson or a Kayvon Thibodeau. That's a nice player to go opposite them with Romeo Okwara returning and the young Julian Okwara emerging. So that's good depth. Elaine Mcneill got back there and got after the quarterback. Like you said about Amani Warrior. Let's talk about the young corner. Let's talk about him. You know what I'm saying? Let's give him his credit. He's been doing this all year. He really
yeah,
been
man.
playing good deep lockdown defense all year. This is a player
And
that we've been talking about for years, man. So I'm
listen
excited
to
about. I'm excited about
a
the
week.
future. I'm excited about Okuda coming back.
Exactly,
Melifonwu.
and that's what I want to say too. If Okuda lives up to that draft pick, along with a Warrior, we looking at two of the best young tandems Lions on the outside corner. And I mean that got to make you feel good as a Lions player, as a Lions, excuse me, as a Lions fan. That should make you feel well. You should be on Twitter raving and banging the table. Also, too, Jalen Reeves maybe. Am I saying that right? Man, he had a
All over
hell
the
of a good
field.
game, bro. He's all over the field, bro. Like literally, he in almost every shot. You see the ball, you see him, whether he early, whether he late or right on time. But he in the field. He there. You can't miss him. So,
Like I
and you
was
want
telling
that
you
from
about
your linebackers.
coaches. I was telling you about coaches. You seen Reese Maven play for Caldwell. You seen him play for Patricia, and now you see him play under Dan Campbell, and you can see
Mm-hmm.
the difference. You know what I'm saying? Not saying that Caldwell was a bad coach or Patricia is a bad coach or whatever, but you can just see Dan Campbell has some attribute that those guys don't. He's pressing some button that other coaches wasn't pressing with Charles Harris. You know, he's getting the most out of these players. The young rookies, AJ Parker, Jerry Jacobs, you know, them boys is undrafted rookies, and they've been playing up and getting better as every game go on. So Tracy Walker back. I'm happy, bro.
And from
Salute
the
to my
outside
Lions.
looking in too, the last point on the Lions for me, I think that Dan Campbell might be the emotional leader. A lot of times, the emotional leader is a player, somebody in the locker room, a rah rah guy. I honestly think that the emotional leader is Dan Campbell, and then he allowed his coaches to coach. He allowed them to pay, and yes he the head man. He has to make the final decision, but I also think he has a great working relationship with his coaches. They share the knowledge that they have. He's going to accept it and twerk it and change it if need be. But I don't think he really steps on him. I don't think he steps on his assistant coach's toes too much. But I do think Dan Campbell is the emotional leader of that locker room. I think that the guys are playing for him because I mean we don't technically have anything to play for but pride and looking towards the future right now. But the future is looking bright in Detroit, and I haven't said that in a long time. So that's something I believe in. Speaking of a bright future, though, let's talk about the Pistons on their hardwood, bro.
Yes, sir. The Pistons, they got a
Next
game
game
tonight, 7:30 against the Knicks.
against the Knicks,
Um,
yeah.
Basically, the talk around town is Jeremy Grant and these deals, man. A lot of players
Right.
becoming available.
Yeah.
It's a couple deals specifically that I like when it comes to Jeremy Grant. Me and you discussed the draft as well. But as far as Jeremy Grant,
Ooh.
what deals you looking at, man? What you see that
I,
you like out there?
I mean, I put last episode 9. I put out a lot of fillers, a lot of deals that I thought that could be possible. I really thought that the Buddy Hield deal was realistic, the one that we spoke on in episode 9. Jeremy Grant, and then because Buddy Hield was unhappy there, he's trying to force his way out. But then he's also still playing really well, and he is a perfect scoring threat. He can get it done inside and outside, but he's a specialist when it comes to catch and shoot, and he's going to compete on the defensive end. That's the one that I'm looking forward to. I think that he'd be a great addition to the Pistons, personally. What
It's a
about you?
couple of them. A couple of them I seen. Two specifically. One actually is one I seen and one I got in mind that I feel like it matches and it fits. And it ties into that draft we was talking about. But the first one that I think is more realistic and may be the one that gets done is Jeremy Grant to Chicago. I think you want to send Jeremy to a team that's contending, and I think he fits perfect right next to Vucevic and DeMar DeRozan. You know, he slots in as a versatile four that can guard multiple positions and score in different facets, run the floor. He's a perfect third or fourth option.
Most definitely.
The deal I think I see is probably Kobe White and probably Patrick Williams and Derrick Jones, those three, and maybe another and maybe a pick. Kobe White's became expendable with
Lonzo.
Lonzo, Caruso, and DeRozan being signed over there. And right now they in a win now type, mode. You know what I'm saying? And I think Jeremy Grant, facilitates that. Patrick Williams is a player that Troy Weaver was excited about. Actually got his draft stock boosted before the draft last year when he was saying he was in love with him, and Chicago took him at 4. Versatile forward, athletic, can defend, can shoot the ball. Very good defensive player. Played at Florida State University and college. Them boys get after it.
Yeah, Leonard Hamilton State putting them in. What I want you to do is I want you to speak on why Kobe White would be a good fit for the Pistons. We had this conversation off camera, and it was such a jewel that you dropped. I want to make sure that the people can see it here on camera as well. So tell the Pistons faithful, why Kobe White would be a great fit for this young Pistons team, the timeline and how he fits in.
Yeah, like the whole instance of trading Jeremy Grant is he don't fit the same timeline as Cade Cunningham and the rest of the guys you drafted last year. Like those rookies, they're all 18, 19 years old, 19 and 20 years old, where Jeremy Grant is 27. He's coming up for an extension after next season where he's looking at 20, 30 million a year. Well, how can we get better with paying Jeremy Grant? He's good, but on a championship level team, he's the third or fourth option. We can't get to that option. We can't get to that level with him on this team like that. So we're gonna need the money and the time.
I do think that's where his role has great value.
Yeah,
and we've been saying that for a while.
Value.
Perfect value with that. If he's a third, fourth scoring option, then you have a really dynamic championship team.
That's a 30-point score. That's a guy that's capable of dropping 30. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Just coming in and giving that to you on any given night because he's getting defended by, the third or fourth best defender. But
and
Kobe
I'm
White.
Go ahead.
Kobe White, 6'5" guard, shooting range, can play making ability, can defend. Young, he can, and then he fits the timeline. He's the same around the same, 22 years old. So later in the season, later on in like another year or two, in Cade Cunningham's second, third year, when his body's filling out and he's bigger, he's going to be a 3. Well, with his size, Kobe White and Killian Hayes are both 6'5". He's 6'7". He can just slide into the 3, and he can slide into the 2, and they can interchange. All that skill on the floor is key. You got multiple ball handlers, multiple passers, and scorers from all 3 levels.
The thing that you said that interests me And our conversation leading up to, our weekly conversation before the show was, I really enjoyed the skill and size segment that you kept speaking about. And then also too, moving Jeremy Grant I believe that's going to help Sadiq Bey. If you look at Sadiq Bey numbers since Jeremy Grant been out, they've been up. We just beat Miami 100-90. Bey was our leading scorer. He had 26 points on 7-13 shooting, and he shot 3 from 6 from the field. What that's letting me know is he shot so what's that? 13. That's 19 shots that he got. That's 19 shots that he not getting when Jeremy Grant is consistently in the rotation. And it showed too by him knowing that the shots was gonna come. It allowed him to relax a little bit, and then allowed him to get into a rhythm, and then that rhythm paid off. So I think that's gonna help Sadiq Bey too, by us being able to move Jeremy Grant. But like that size and skill segment, man, I need some of that too, man. We gotta talk about that too, because that's important. That's really good.
I know last week we talked about the draft, and this is where I tie back in. Like as right now, we slotted to get the first pick, and I know we both love the kid from Auburn. We both love Paulo from Duke or whatever, and we were kind of off on Chet Holmgren, and what I did was I went back.
Chet was my number 3 option for the Pistons, though.
Yeah, and I was sour on him as well. I was sour on him. I ain't go front it. And also I went back and I looked at it and I said, the only reason why I'm off of him is because of size. He's 7'3", 200 pounds at 18, 19 years old. Well, we've seen this before. Strength was the issue with Kevin Durant. With age, we know he got bigger. Same issue with Giannis Antetokounmpo. We know that he got bigger. Like we know that with age that Chet's going to get bigger. And if that's the only issue we got with him is his bulk, we need to throw that out the window. Plus, at the end of the day, we're in the league where they're getting smaller and smaller. And they're playing small ball and they're stretching out to the 3-point line. 7'3" can grab the rebound and handle the ball that way, can pass the ball that way. That's a lot of skill, another passing. You see how difficult it is to guard Denver with Jokic and his passing skills. Now you look at Cade Cunningham, who's 6'7", who's a point guard. Killian Hayes, 6'5", who's a point guard. You know what I'm saying? Now you add a 7'3" point guard. Man, he can shoot the ball. He got post moves. Look at his shot blocking.
That's underrated, bro.
Yeah, his shot blocking is crazy. His second jump is, you know what I'm saying? After he come back down, he get right back up. He can move his feet at 7'3". It's crazy.
And first of all, too, when I watched Chet over the weekend, and I just watched his highlights. But you know what I did? I watched him twice because the first time it was like 13, 14-minute highlight video. All I did was I just watched his feet the entire time. I didn't focus on anything else. I literally stared at this man's feet for 13 minutes because I wanted to see when is his feet out of position. And for him to be 7'3", my man got good feet. And normally when you got good footwork, right, in the NBA, that go a very long way. Hakeem Olajuwon, Kobe Bryant, we're talking about people that have elite footwork. For him to be 7'3", man, he got outstanding footwork. But I think to me right now, his two NBA-ready skills, two things that would fit the Pistons, bro, is his passing, because he's an outstanding passer, and partly because he's 7'3", he can see everything. And then not just his shot blocking, but you said it best, the fact that he can change a shot. Yeah. You ain't always going to get the shot block. We don't always want you to get in foul trouble, but you can change a shot to make that shot more difficult. Now we grabbing the board and we out of here. Positionless basketball, man. He could be outstanding for the Pistons. Positionless basketball, for real.
And imagine the weapons and how you can get more out of your weapons. When I say get more out of your weapons, you get you a center that can grab the rebound and push the break. Now Cade and them ain't waiting for the ball to start the break. They just running. They getting up out of there. And now he pushing the break and he's starting it. So now you got Killian and them all running with speed. Now the defense not set. That's a weapon you can use. That's what Denver get away with. And he's much more athletic than Jokic.
Too. Yeah, man. Golden State as well, because Draymond getting the ball. He flying. Draymond ain't looking for nobody. He looking to pass the ball up the floor. He got it. Jokic, he got it. And we add that with Chet. I mean, that could be, that could be crazy, man. That could be a young weapon. But speaking of young weapons, man, we have to talk about the Red Wings, bro. We got to talk about these Red Wings, man. Hey, listen, dog. These boys broke a 14 streak losing record the other night when they beat the New Jersey Devils. They beat them 5-2. That boy Dylan Larkin, dog. They threw the
Captain,
hats out
bro.
on the ice, dog.
Hey,
That boy
bro.
had a hat trick, 3
That's his
goals,
first
man.
hattie. That's his first hat trick, man.
And he had
The
an assist,
energy
too.
energy, man. When hockey going good, man, in Detroit, man, the energy is amazing, bro.
It is, man.
And these young boys, it's good to see them boys, you know what I'm saying, give you some electrifying skating, some good hockey. So it's lovely, man. It's really lovely
It's
to
good
see.
to see, man.
Been in a slump, so it's good to get a dub. So them to go out there
I'm a
and
little
do the
salty
Devils
too,
like that.
bro. I'm a little salty too. They shut us down. We got a good thing going right now, and they shut us down until December 27th. So after Christmas, because of the COVID situation that's going around in all professional sports. So they shut us down. So I'm hoping when we get back on the ice, you know, we still be hot, we still be ready to go. What is the name? Mo Sider?
Mo Sider.
Motown Mo. Motown Mo, man. He's gonna be a part of the Olympic team, but he's gonna be playing for his hometown Germany team in 22.
Wow.
So right now, I'm thinking he's gonna tear it up too, man. So
man,
hopefully not against USA, but at the same time, I hear Red Wings, so you do want to see him do good.
Yes, you got to go watch him and support him, man.
Definitely.
That's a difference. That's a different excitement that brings to the city, more attention. You know, like get to pay attention to see how you doing Rudy Mon in the Olympics. So that's dope.
And listen, man. Also to the locals, man. Y'all pay attention to the Red Wings, man, and show them boys some love. If you don't know about the Red Wings history, when nobody else in Detroit was winning, they were. They need our support, and they can still make it, man. They fourth in the Atlantic Division right now, man. They fourth.
Coming off that COVID,
come on, man.
Mo went down with the concussion. We about to get back into a swing of things, man. We're gonna be all right.
Don't forget, first of the party. We told y'all first, man. This is a youth movement here in Detroit. It's an explosion, dog. The gold rush in California, Motown here, music with us. I'm telling you, that's next, bro. The youth movement is here in Detroit. We're gonna take off,
in the city, man. We gotta force our way through, man. So that's why I love the Lions. You know, so they ain't gonna give us nothing. So you got to pound them into submission. That's why I love the Lions. You know, just run right through them. Detroit, every championship we done got here, we took it. We weren't supposed to win. They didn't want the bad boys to win. They damn sure didn't want Bean and Rasheed and them to win. We had to go in there and take them. So
not against they precious Lakers, man.
No,
that's what we built on, man. That's what we built on here in the Motor City.
What about your boy Jake Paul, man? What does this do for these UFC guys, bro? Like
the UFC guys, I think he's just getting a better. I think he's just getting the UFC guys probably getting a better payday outside, probably on the boxing side. And then I also think too that it's just less. There's less shit you got to worry about, man. It's just hands. In the UFC, man, you can get knocked out so many different ways.
I'm talking about these boys' jaw. Like these boys, if a boxer and a UFC fighter fight, I'm totally convinced that the boxer is going to beat the shit out of him. Like y'all boys is getting slept by Jake Paul, man. Yeah, 2 of y'all.
Yeah.
These is guys that was champions.
What I would tell them is just make sure they stay away from the octagon. That's what I would tell them.
Oh yeah, Jake Paul.
Make sure you stay away.
Don't do it, Jake, because they're gonna break your leg.
But you know what? I've been hearing rumors about Jake Paul fighting Canelo, and I hope it happens. I hope Canelo get the payday.
May he'll break his neck, man.
Yeah, and I'm okay with that. I'm all right with that.
He might doodle on himself.
I'm okay with that, bro.
Body shot to the liver. Hey, what's up with this power move by Errol Spence, man? What you think about the Ugas move?
Very smart. Get all the belts. Make sure that you're the undisputed king. I mean, that makes sense because that's what he was lining up to try to do with Manny Pacquiao anyway. So it makes sense to me.
If you look at it, man, like the Terrence Crawford fight is there.
Right.
It's there. Like, it's like, ain't no changing that. We know that that's what we need. We want that fight. That's what we want.
The public
So if you go and grab all these belts, this gives you the opportunity for you don't let no funny business happen with Ugas getting beat by Crawford and he somehow signs back with Top Rank. Now all the belts is over there. No, we're going to take care of this business first. We're going to take care of Ugas, get him up out of there. Now you want to do business. And then when you go to the negotiation table, you know.
I'm the A side, baby.
There you go.
There you go.
and we know that the A side gets the most money. You hear me?
Right.
So, smart move by my man Errol Spence. It's not ducking. people, come on, man. You gotta make sense. You know
It's
what I'm
always
saying?
ducking when that, like, for example, it was ducking when it depends on who side you on, what type of fan you are. Now, if you're an Errol Spence fan like myself, then you could have said we was always saying Bud was ducking for years. Now, if you're a Bud Crawford fan, you saying that Earl ducking because he could have fought him and he went with Uga. So as a fan, we just got to understand and remember that it's politics to it, man. It's always gonna be politics to this boxing shit. And I think that the power move by Earl was very smart. I would have did the exact same thing, bro. Go get all the belts to make sure that I'm the A side, and then me and Dog can have a fight for the ages. Yeah.
We've been hearing stuff about Deontay Wilder and Ortiz possibly getting it on. How you feel about that? I think that there's other fights for Wilder. There's other guys for Wilder to fight. I feel like, man, you go out there, get you a couple more dubs, and hey, now you back up. You might get another shot at Fury. You know what I'm saying? Everybody's saying you need to retire, man. You got to let's not knock what he did, man. Like for him not to have the boxing skill, he accomplished a lot. He accomplished a lot in the sport of boxing. Defended the title, nine times. Defeated the Boogeyman and Luis Ortiz. You know what I'm saying? So I think it's more fights out there for Wilder, man. What you think?
I love Wilder, man. I ain't gonna sit here and turn my back on him because he lost a couple fights, man. He's still a good boxer. He's still gonna go down as one of the top heavyweights ever. That's the crazy part. No matter how you wanna, you can compete. You can compare him. You know, boxing fans, we always comparing. Oh, could he beat George Foreman or could he beat Ali and all that? You know, we're gonna do all that. But the fact of the matter is, you look at straight numbers and what he accomplished, he's still gonna go down as one of the greats, whether you like it or you don't. So I respect Wilder. Hope him the best. Hope he get right, but it's gonna always end the way it been ending with him, bro. If you don't get the boxing skill, if you don't understand the sweet science, my nigga, hey,
it's over.
It's over for you.
Ain't no sunshine for you.
Hey, for real, man. You know, and it's just weird though, man. A lot of black people was cutting the Wilder water off.
Oh man, we
you
already
know
know
what
what that's about, man.
Yeah, I
know
do.
what that's
We ain't
about.
gonna get too deep into it, but that's crazy to me though. Hey man, shout out to all the Michigan faithful. The women's basketball just had a big upset victory, beat number 5 in the
Hey,
nation.
didn't Gurley just drop a 50 ball?
A 50 burger. Dog. So yeah, you know,
Shout
and then
out to her, man. Salute her, bro.
most definitely.
Let's not play around, bro. She dropped 50. Quit playing,
burger, bro.
Quit
She
playing,
dangerous,
man.
bro.
Shout
That
out to
Michigan
Gurley,
basketball
man.
girls team looking good for sure.
Hey man,
And
I
then,
think the culture told you. Hey, you said earlier, youth movement, man. Yeah. It's contagious. Juwan Howard came back home and he started doing his thing. Harbaugh got a little different pep to his step, and now he winning. Come on, man. It's look at Michigan State. It's good business when everybody winning. Hey, salute to them boys out there in state, man. You know, Kenneth Walker, you know, Samuel Tucker. Sure. Go ahead and do your thing. It's good to see everybody winning.
They played Kenneth Walker, man. He should at least been a Heisman finalist. As a Michigan fan, I gotta say that because I'm gonna keep it real all the time. He come on, man.
He was the best running back in college football this year, man. He's the best
running back in college. Easy. You know, but it is what it is, though. You know, there's a lot of weird voting going on with that whole little process.
We already know what it is, man. It's the SEC voting, man. We already know what it is. I just want us to run through Georgia and then run through Bama. That's what I want.
We will beat Georgia. First of the party prediction: Michigan will beat Georgia 34-30.
He said, "What's the score?"
34-30.
Ooh,
Michigan.
Good win on New Year's Eve. Turning up.
We're going to get the dub for sure.
Hey, but we about to get up out of here, man. Breeze. Let's get to this Piston game, man. They got the Knicks tonight. I know it's your squad, but I can feel a Cade Cunningham game tonight, man. Sadiq Bey with the blind patch in the side. What you think, man?
Right now, man, I think the Knicks probably going to edge them boys out. I think it's going to be a tight game, though.
Good loss?
I think it'll be a good loss. I'm actually pulling for the Pistons to win, though, man. I always want the hometown team to do good.
You're a good man, bro. You're a good man,
always
bro.
Want
That's
them
why I
boys
love
to
you.
do good. Yeah, you know that.
That's why I love you, boy.
But look, man, follow us on Twitter, our Facebook page, Stay Booming. Come on, man. Y'all know where we at. It ain't no excuse. Every Tuesday, we dropping it. We giving it to y'all. Y'all ask for the commentary. Y'all ask for the video. We giving it to y'all. Come on, man. Subscribe, bro. Comment, like, share. Y'all scared? Y'all don't want us to take over, bro. I know what it is.
Hey, they still in that outdated first take, and they want to hear Stephen A. Smith scream and argue all the time, man. Everything in no argument, man.
We ain't doing all that
Steve
over here,
Harvey
man.
suits and shit, man.
We putting a game plan together every week, and we're gonna bring y'all the best and the hottest sports, man, from the local scene, man, from Michigan.
We gonna
And
turn
shout out
up.
to that boy Will Johnson too, man, the 5-star corner that's going to Michigan. I want to shout him out too, because he got an NIL deal with what is that? It's a water company. I forgot. But that's big though, man, because Michigan, they struggling right now with the NIL, trying to get that whole thing going. And that's the new wave now, man. If you want these young
See
boys to come to
Brady?
your school,
Brady
yeah,
signed
Brady.
McNamara to a
He got an
clothing
NIL
deal.
joint with me. Yeah, that's lit. That's lit. Brady
Shout out
Apparel,
to
Brady
Brady, man.
Athletics.
It's the best thing you ever did in your life, you punk.
Oh, don't do that, bro. Don't do that, bro. Don't do that,
Yeah.
bro. There's always go blue over here.
Hey, you see, you get shut out. You got shut out the other day, man.
Oh my God.
He got shut out.
First
man.
of the party, man. We out.
Hey, don't leave. Hey,
Don't
take
leave.
that brick over there and grab that chain and wash your feet, man.
And don't forget, wash your feet, man. Your mama taught you better than that, dog. We out.
Big stats, big stats, big stats, big stats, big stats.